It's that time of year again. Hey everybody, the Horseracingkid here. Starting on handicap the races from Breeders' Cup weekend here at Santa Anita Park Oak Tree Meet in Arcadia, California. It's that time of year for the Breeders' Cup weekend. Here's Friday's card is jam-packed with lots of horses. So let me get straight onto it. I'm gonna handicap everything from the marathon to the ladies classic, and join me tomorrow for day 2 for my picks. So day number 1 kicks off with the Breeders' Cup Marathon at a mile 3/4 this is for 3-year-olds and upward. Northern Hemisphere horses 3-year-olds, Southern Hemisphere 3-year-olds 115 pounds as we go mile 3/4 this year. If you want this program, please go to oaktreeracing.com. As I said, we are going at the distance of 1 mile and 3/4 as I will speed on here, as you know. I wasn't gonna. Here we go. There's a field of 10 here, and I like the 2, 4, 10, and 7. Let's start off with the 2. Muhanik, last year's winner coming off last time out, did run an Ascot at a 1.5 miles on the turf. Did come in 5th. Last win was last year's marathon at a 1.5 miles. Actually, did not do that good. The best finish for this horse was a 5th out in Dubai in the Maktoum Challenge. That was a 1.25 miles on the main track. Ran the Dubai World Classic. Not do a good lot of running. Actually pulled up in a race at a 1.5 miles at Kempton. If you're from Europe and watching these videos, starting next week for Wednesday's card at Kempton, your nighttime, I will be handicapping Kempton now. So get on to that. And I like the 4, Cloudy's Night. Rosemary Homeister is the jockey. Last time out, did run at Keeneland 2 weeks ago in the Skymore, won by a head, 1.5 miles. This Rosemary Homeister, talking about her all this week in the racing farm. Yeah. Then won the Kentucky Downs Cup turf, so that was a good race. So 8-1, very good horse. I like the 7, Sir Dave, a horse coming off. Came 7th in the Cougar Hill on the turf last time out. Did have throat surgery last time out. Before this race, and Clement Hirsch came in 7th. 2nd in the Del Mar handicap at a 1.3 miles. This is a specialist horse at the marathon distances. Run a 1.25 miles down at Gulfstream on the main track on a sloppy one. Over synthetics 1-0, but this horse is really good. And I like the 10 Gangbuster. The only horse that ran a 1.75 miles, 30-1. Came 4th in the Turfway Fall Championship, 4th in the Cougar Hill, and the Polar Expedition at Arlington came in 2nd. Good horse, won FT Harrod at a 1.5 miles at Keeneland. So yeah, so recap my bets for race number 3, the Breeders' Cup Marathon. I like the 2, 4, and the 10, and the 7. Let's go on to race number 4. It is the Breeders' Cup Mile, 1 mile on the turf. It is the Breeders' Cup Juvenile Mile, the Juvenile Fillies Mile. We have a field of 14 going at this one. 13 and 14 are also eligibles, so that's going to be in this. So if someone gets scratched, I doubt it, but Garrett Gomez is the jockey on them. We have a field of 12 here if this no scratches, and I like the 11, 12, 8, and 7. Let's start off with the 7. So I go to my racing farm. House of Grace. Mike Luzzy is the jockey. Last time out, did won on the 16th. On the poly track at Keeneland. Then won by nose. Then won at Saratoga in a maiden special weight. Won by 5 lengths. That's on the turf. That was 16 miles. Mike Luzzy is the jockey today. So this horse does look very good. And I like the 8, Lily Langtree. Johnny Murda is the jockey. Last time out, did run at Newmarket. Came in 1 in the Tater Sauce Fillies at won by 2.5 lengths at 7 furlongs. 7 furlongs is the most distance this horse ever has. See how the extra furlong is going to affect this horse, like Zenyatta tomorrow. So, yeah, so, and I like the 11 and 12. Number 11 is undefeated. Both starts were actually in Italy. 7.5 and about a mile. One was a maiden race, one was a stake race. Kieran Fallon up today, so yeah. And I like the 12, Lisa's Kitten, Julian Leperoux. Won the La Senorita at Remington, Redhammer Park. Won. Run at Belmont in main special weight, so this horse is very good. So, for captain bets for the Breeders' Cup Juvenile Fillies Turf, I like the 11, 12, 8, and 7. Going to the 5th, what is the Juvenile Fillies? We're at a mile 16. Mile 16th. Yeah, so we have a field of 12 here, and I like the 1 and 2. Let's start off with the 1, Zilva. Last time out, it was Jeremy Rose's jockey, Grand Motion Trains. Last time out, did win in Keeneland, Alcibiade, and the Alciade. Won that day. Came in 4th that day. That's the only start over Polly. Source was supposed to start in a race at on the turf at Belmont a couple of weeks ago in the Pilgrim, I think, but got scratched because it was pouring rain. I remember that because I picked this horse. I like this horse very much. It's gonna be Grand Motion trains all his horses over polytrack or over all weather surface. See how he likes this pro ride. His pro ride is good, running good. And like number 2, Miss Venzia. Last time out, Joseph Rocco Jr. is a jockey. This is a Delaware horse. Last time out, did run at Delaware Park in the Blue Hen Stakes. Won. That was his maiden win. Won on the slop at 6 furlongs, came in 2nd. This is the same kind of sire as Zilva. Horse question for the polytrack. Question. Training over it. Just question this horse. So recap my bets for race number 5. I like the 1 and 2. Let's go on to race number 6. It's the Emirates Airlines Breeders' Cup Filly and Mare Turf. 1.25 miles is the distance. We do have a field of 8 here, and I like the 6. Number 6, Midway, Great Britain horse, is trained by. I'm just going to go through this because I really want to get to this. So I like number 6 in the Emirates Airline Turf. The 7th race is the Breeders' Cup Filly Mare Sprint. So there's field 9 here. This is $1 million race. Those mares rails and upward. I like the 4 and the 2. Let's start off with the 2, Sarah Lewis. The horse. This horse is Godolphin trained. Frankie Dettori is up again. La Franco Dettoria is up. Dettori, first start in the States this year. Now this is going to be first time he's in the States. Very good horse. Won once on the slop. Questionable for the pro ride, but this horse is handling it very well. 4 furlongs and 47, 9-2. The fourth choice. 9-2. 4 furlongs and 47, 4 furlongs and 47 again, all over pro ride, so it's very good distances. And I like the 4, Only Green. Oliver Peslier is the jockey. 1 start over synthetics at 7.5 last in March. 1, that's the only start over Poly. All races were over turf. Good horse, 10 and 3, but I really do like this horse. So recap my bets for the Filly and Mare Turf, the Filly and Mare Sprint. I like the 2 and the 4. So please join me for part 2. I will be handicapping the Ladies Classic, and let's go to part 2. Part 2 will be the Ladies Classic. Please join me for that one. Horseracingkid signing off a number. Please join me for the part 2 of my Ladies Classic day and the Ladies Classic picks. So join me then for the Ladies Classic. Horseracingkid signing off a number. Good luck for now.